Every night, millions of people swipe, hoping, guessing, competing. Most never understand what's really happening. Attraction online isn't random, it's positioning, it's psychology, it's perception. One photo can elevate you, one message can separate you, one mistake can erase you. Modern dating isn't about love first. It's about strategy first. And the ones who understand the game don't chase, they attract. Love at first click. Dirty little secrets to succeed at modern online dating. Stop swiping blindly, start playing sharp.
Island in Indonesia, women stand every day at the doors of their homes. They wait. They watch the horizon. They hope. Not for money. Not for fame. Only for one thing. A man who will choose them. Most of the men are gone. Some were taken by the sea. Others left for the cities and never came back. What remains is a land filled with women and long years of waiting. Here, they don't pretend to be hard to get. They don't make demands. They are simply tired of being alone. If a man appears, even a stranger from far away, he is welcomed like a gift from fate. They offer him food, care, warmth, and companionship. Sometimes, more than one woman hopes to share that chance, not out of competition, but out of fear of being left behind again. They ask for no promises, no wealth, not even marriage, only to feel chosen, even briefly. The most surprising part? In this culture, women may offer the dowry themselves, pigs, furniture, even cattle, because love here is not bought, it is given. For older women, the sight of a man in the distance feels like rain in the desert.
Yo, it's official. Like a referee with a whistle. So like and share this episode. Now, the one thing that I disagree with, the narrator said these women aren't looking to get married. No, that's not true. And Arab, Muslim, well, these are Indonesia, Arab country. Majority of these women are looking to get married. Let's just stop playing. You know, they're not. They don't want to talk to a guy just for fun. I'm not saying that doesn't exist there, but I would say the majority of women want to get to know a guy, and hopefully that guy is the right guy for her, and eventually she'll have opportunity to get married to the guy. I think if you used to talk to most women in Indonesia, they would agree with what I just said. You know, that's the only thing I disagree with. Now, am I going to move to Indonesia? No. I visited Indonesia probably 2-3 times, if I'm not mistaken. I definitely visited there at least once. Look, it's a nice place to visit. I don't know if I could live there permanently. There's some people that do, you know. But I think the places where most people I know live, or at least visit, those are tourist areas. This island, I don't think this is a tourist area. I think this is where a lot of the locals live at least the majority. I'm not saying there ain't no foreigners around, but I'm saying areas like that in the country, you're not going to see a lot of foreigners in areas like that, because most of the foreigners want to be in the cities. They want to be around the nightlife. And here's the thing, most, this is just me. Most Arab countries that I visited are kind of bored to me. It's kind of bored. You know, these countries are very strict. A lot of rules and public policies and stuff like that. You know, I just think that a lot of these places, and I visited Dubai and Saudi Arabia and Jordan and Bahrain, and I visited quite a few of these Arab countries. They tend to be very bored. Now that this is nice for tourism. A lot of these places look very nice on the eye, but as far as the people, um, you know, I just find it to be very bored. It's a good place to take your family, whatever, if you for vacation or something like that, and your kids. But it's not much to do in these places. They don't really have a nightlife. I'm not saying I'm looking for a nightlife now, but back then I was. I was looking to party back then. But they don't really have a nightlife. What they have is places you can go to and fellowship, like a nightclub or a bar or something like that. And 9 times out of 10, it's full with prostitutes and people looking to sell you some dope. I mean, I wasn't looking for that. I'm looking for a good time. But it's the bars and the restaurants aren't set up like it is here in North America. And I don't pay for no prostitutes. So that's the majority of women that's in these places, that's in the nightclubs. It seemed like, especially when I went to Dubai, I mean, the prostitute was so bad. I'm like, I had to ask somebody, hey, where the regular girls at? I mean, because I'm like, damn, I just want a regular girl. It seemed like every time I, talk to some woman, she's a prostitute. That's how bad it was in Dubai, in Bahrain. It was so bad. I'm like, damn, I just want a regular girl. I just want a girl that I can talk to, and hopefully I'll pique her interest, and I can get to know her, and we'll spend time together and take it from there. I've never got that when I was in Dubai, in Saudi Arabia. I've never made it that far with no woman, because every woman I met was either a foreigner from someplace else, or if she was from that country, she was on some whole shit. So I'm like, damn, and you might think I'm exaggerating, but I'm not. I'm not exaggerating at all. You would have to go there and experience what I'm saying, because we went up because places like Dubai, they don't necessarily have nightclubs there. What they have is hotels that have parties inside. So we would go to these parties, and I'd say over 90% of the females in there is prostitutes. And I'm not even exaggerating. I'm like, damn, it's rough, So, I mean, I ain't looking for that. So, and then they don't play the same music like we do over here. At least they're not playing the music that I wanted to hear. So, these places are nice to visit, but I couldn't live there full time. Maybe a couple months, and it gets very hot in these places too. I'm talking like a very uncomfortable type of hot, like desert heat. It's like over 100 degrees every day. Desert heat. And these places are very expensive to live. That's another thing nobody talks about. Dubai, Saudi Arabia, these countries are very expensive to live. Very expensive to live. and you have to, and I'm not going to Indonesia to find a wife. I mean, that's too far to go to find a wife. Now check this out. When you get married to an Arab woman, mostly her family is looking for you to give them something in return. That's their culture. That's how they do business. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like that concept. I don't want to be involved in it. And plus, there's a lot of weirdo shit going on with a lot of these guys in these other countries too, in that part of the world. And I don't want to be around none of that weirdo shit. that they're involved with. I'm not going to talk about that, but there's certain things I just got to a point, certain activities I got to a point where I don't want to be around it at all if I know about it. I don't even want to be associated with the people that's involved with it. I just rather stay away, you know? So if there's a lot of women, the majority is over in these countries, the majority are women. There's more women than guys. So if there are more women than guys, the odds are in your favor as far as finding a woman that likes you, attracted to you, et cetera, et cetera. You know what I'm saying? So that's cool, but there's things that comes along with being with these women that I don't want no parts of. You know what I'm saying? You know, shit gets serious. The family's looking for you to give them some type of asset. If you want to get married to her or give her the family some money, if you want to get married to their daughter and all that shit, you know. I'm like, man, I'm not doing all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me. You might not see anything wrong with it. You might be from a culture that's very similar. You know what I'm saying? That they mentioned in the video that what I'm talking about, you have to give something. I forgot what they call it. But, you know, I'm not from that culture. I don't understand that. You know, I'm not saying it makes sense, but I just don't understand that. So I don't want to be involved in that. You know, some of these women I find attractive. You know, not so much in the video, but like I said, I've been on Indonesia, you know, but hey, you know, you might disagree, you know, tell me what you think below, like, share this episode, and don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, I'm out.
Alright. Just got the call, it's going down tonight. It's a lot of goodbyes here tonight. But then I saw the sky and that I like. Here from